There is something dangerous about believing you have time, because the human mind is strange. It can watch days disappear without feeling alarmed. Weeks disappear, months disappear, entire years disappear, and somehow people still say, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow, the most expensive word ever invented, because tomorrow has destroyed more dreams than failure ever did. One day, you wake up and realize something terrifying. You were not resting, you were delaying your life. And Stoicism teaches a brutal truth most people avoid. You do not get this day back. Not this morning, not this hour, not this version of yourself. Once time leaves, it never asks permission to disappear. It simply goes. And the frightening part is this: most people do not lose their lives all at once. They lose them slowly, quietly, comfortably, one distracted day at a time. The problem is not laziness. Most people are not truly lazy. They are emotionally distracted, mentally scattered, addicted to comfort, addicted to stimulation, addicted to announcing goals instead of building them. Modern life rewards appearances more than substance. People post the workout instead of building the discipline. They announce the business before creating the consistency. They talk about becoming powerful while remaining emotionally weak, and slowly, their identity becomes built around appearing productive instead of becoming transformed. This is why so many people feel exhausted without growing, because talking creates the illusion of progress. Validation creates temporary emotional relief, but relief is not growth. Marcus Aurelius once reminded himself, "You can live life right now, not to create fear, but clarity." Because when you understand time is limited, you stop wasting energy trying to impress people who are not building anything themselves. Most people are not seeking attention. They are seeking reassurance. They want confirmation that they matter, that they are improving, that they are enough. And because they do not fully trust themselves internally, they search for external proof, likes, approval, recognition, reactions, updates, announcements. But there is a hidden danger in this. The more dependent you become on external validation, the weaker your internal foundation becomes. Because now, your motivation belongs to the crowd, and crowds are unstable. One day, they praise you. The next day, they ignore you. The next day, they judge you. So if your identity depends on attention, your peace disappears the moment silence arrives. This is why emotionally strong people move differently. They understand something most people never learn. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is power under control. There is a reason disciplined people become quieter over time, because experience teaches them something painful. Talking too much leaks energy. Every time you announce your plans, your brain receives a small reward before the work is even done, which means psychologically, you already feel accomplished, even though nothing changed. This is why some people talk constantly about the life they want, but never build it. The talking became the achievement. Stoics understood this deeply. Real strength does not beg to be noticed. The tree does not announce its growth. The sun does not announce its rise. Powerful things move quietly. Talk less, not because silence makes you mysterious, but because silence protects your focus. Every unnecessary explanation drains energy. Every attempt to prove yourself drains peace. Every announcement invites opinions from people who are not carrying your future. Build first. Speak later. Let results introduce you. Silence makes insecure people uncomfortable, because silence cannot be controlled. People become nervous when they cannot predict you, when they cannot monitor your progress, when they no longer have access to your mind. Notice something. The moment you become quieter, people start asking questions. Are you okay? Why are you distant? What happened to you? But sometimes, nothing bad happened. You simply stopped wasting energy. You stopped explaining yourself, stopped performing, stopped seeking permission to evolve. And this confuses people who only understood the louder version of you. Because growth changes behavior before it changes results. The caterpillar disappears before becoming something new. Remember that. One of the most expensive habits a person can have is oversharing their future. Not everyone deserves access to your goals. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. Not everyone deserves updates about your next move. Because some people secretly enjoy seeing potential remain unfinished. They celebrate your ideas, but feel uncomfortable when you become disciplined enough to execute them. And the Stoics understood human nature clearly. People often project their fears onto your future, their limitations, their doubts, their insecurities. This is why privacy matters, not because you hate people, but because your mind needs protection while you are rebuilding yourself. A seed grows underground first, invisible, quiet, protected. Imagine digging it up every day just to prove it exists. It would never grow, and neither will you, if you constantly expose unfinished versions of yourself to unnecessary opinions. There is a strange peace that arrives when you stop announcing everything. You begin moving with intention instead of performance. You stop needing applause, stop needing reactions, stop needing people to emotionally sponsor your discipline, and suddenly your focus becomes sharper, your mind becomes calmer, your confidence becomes real. Because real confidence is quiet, insecurity is loud. People who constantly need to prove themselves are usually trying to convince themselves first. But disciplined people, they understand something deeper. Results speak, eventually. Privacy is power, because privacy removes distraction. And distraction is one of the greatest thieves of human potential. At some point, you must decide whether you want attention or transformation, because the two rarely grow together. Transformation requires discomfort, repetition, isolation, boredom, discipline without witnesses. Most people love the idea of success. Very few love the process required to deserve it. Move differently, wake up differently, think differently, protect your energy differently. Not every invitation deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your response. Not every emotion deserves your obedience. Emotionally weak people react to everything. Strong people choose carefully where their energy goes, and that choice changes everything. Here is the truth nobody wants to hear. Your life is being shaped right now, not someday. Now, your habits are becoming your future. Your distractions are becoming your identity. Your delays are becoming your regrets. And time does not pause because you are confused. It keeps moving, silently, without emotion. One day, your excuses will sound meaningless even to you. And the painful part is this. You already know what you should be doing. The problem is not information. The problem is action. There is still time to become disciplined. Still time to become focused. Still time to rebuild yourself quietly, but not forever. One day, this chapter of your life will end. And when it does, you will either remember that you used your time wisely, or realize you traded your potential for comfort. So disappear for a while if necessary. Train your mind, protect your peace, build your future quietly. Because some of the strongest transformations happen in silence. And the people who laugh at your discipline today will eventually wonder how you changed so much. But by then, you will no longer need their validation. You do not get this day back. So stop performing your future and start building it.